Many decades ago, as a young physical therapist, I was excited to help people improve the quality of their life and to suffer less. As years passed, I came to understand that they weren't taking responsibility, and neither were we, for their long-term benefit. About that same time, a young man came for care. He had had 4 spine surgeries that had all failed. He was angry, depressed, taking too many medications, and we did our best to convince him there was still hope and he could take responsibility for his own recovery, at least to some degree, but he wasn't willing to try. And when we had no magic for him, he violently ended his life, and it disturbed all of us greatly. Coincidentally, at the exact same time, an elderly woman, an 88-year-old, came in with upper back pain, and she also had the deformity of aging. Her son, also her physician, had sent her to us because he could no longer give her medications. She had developed bleeding ulcers. In looking at her, evaluating her, I decided there's nothing we can do for this woman. As kind as she is, how do you change an 88-year-old deformed posturing? Which I told her son. I didn't know she was listening at the door, and she stormed into the room, pointed her finger at my nose and said, "Listen, young man, you teach me what to do and I'll do it, whatever it takes." And she did. 6 weeks later, she's standing straighter, much better, and her pain was gone. What a difference between a woman who would do whatever it took to improve her stature and her pain and her function and her appearance, and a young man who would do nothing but submit himself for more and more and more treatment. And finally then, he gave up. The 2 events caused me to pack my bags, take my family in a borrowed motorhome, and go on a trek, meeting with 50 different spine clinics, looking for better answers. Wanted to find someone who had the magic recipe for helping people get involved and take care of their own spine problems. But all we found were 50 different think systems and belief systems and how to treat the human back. And everyone had the same belief that the human spine is simply defective and there's nothing more we can do than apply band-aids. I didn't believe that, and nor did those we had befriended. With a team of surgeons, physical therapists, many medical doctors, PhDs involving 9 universities, we began what has become a 40-year quest into discovering how the spine sufferer can control, recover, even rebuild their own achy spine into a healthy spine. We discovered a few important criteria for any spine care program. Number 1, the shape of the human spine matters. And laziness allows the spine, thanks to something known as Wolff's Law, to begin to decline and even deteriorate. We found that every single patient, regardless of their age, had to willingly fight back and do something to improve their own spine shape, stand up straight and tall, improve the strength of the upright posturing, and learn how to play and work and live and do all the daily activities without neglecting or abusing the spine. To our delight, we found the success rate was very high. In fact, for those who are compliant, who will use the 30 discoveries we've achieved in their day-to-day life and for the rest of their life, 95% report total satisfaction. They are in charge of their own back, they can control their discomfort, and they can protect it from re-injury. The joy was that instead of just treating people, we were teaching people and training people, and the outcome was so much better. To this day, we've been able to look our patients in the eye and say, "We'll do our part. If you'll simply do your part, we promise you a satisfactory outcome. And if we're not correct, we'll give you your money back." When in healthcare does anyone give you your money back? Well, we do, and we always have. And why is that? It's because we find if someone will take responsibility for their own back or neck problem, they will achieve success 95% of the time. It really is very much up to them.